Imagine walking through a serene forest. Birds are singing, a gentle breeze rustles the leaves, and sunlight dapples the path ahead. Suddenly you step on a thorny bush, and the tranquility is shattered. This thorny interruption is like the negative energy we sometimes encounter from toxic individuals. How we respond to these interruptions can greatly affect our peace and happiness. Now, think about this. Why do negative comments and interactions linger in our minds far longer than positive ones? It's almost as if our brains are wired to fixate on the thorny bushes instead of the beautiful flowers around us. We often replay those moments, dissecting every word and gesture, letting them fester and grow. But what if we could change our perspective? What if we could learn to manage our reactions and maintain our inner peace, no matter what? Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher, often explored the nature of our interactions and how we react to them. He believed that we have the power to control our responses, no matter the external circumstances. This philosophy is incredibly relevant today, especially when dealing with toxic individuals. The first step in handling these interactions is self-awareness. Understanding our personal reactions to toxic individuals is crucial. It's like being aware of our body's reactions to certain foods or environments. If you're allergic to smoke, you avoid smoky places. Similarly, if certain people or situations consistently bring out negative emotions in you, it's vital to recognize and understand this pattern. Self-awareness isn't just about recognizing these reactions. It's about understanding why we react the way we do. It requires introspection, a deep dive into our attitudes, beliefs, and triggers. This reflection helps us identify the root of our reactions, allowing us to address them more effectively. Maybe it's an unresolved issue from the past, a personal insecurity, or a fear that gets triggered. By understanding these triggers, we can begin to manage our reactions better. Once we have this understanding, we can work on avoiding absorption of negative energy. Think about it like this. If you're allergic to smoke, you don't just avoid smoky places. You also take steps to prevent the smoke from affecting you if you can't avoid it. You might wear a mask or ensure good ventilation. Similarly, in our interactions, we can maintain emotional distance, ensuring that the negativity doesn't seep into our inner peace. Developing this skill isn't easy. It requires practice and a conscious effort to detach from the negativity. But over time, it becomes second nature. You start to recognize when someone is trying to pull you into their vortex of negativity, and you consciously choose not to engage. It's not about ignoring the person or pretending the negativity doesn't exist. It's about acknowledging it without letting it affect you. Building this inner fortress is like constructing a strong, impenetrable castle. You acknowledge the existence of negativity, but it doesn't define you or your emotions. You control the drawbridge, deciding what comes in and what stays out. This inner strength and calm become your shield, protecting you from the toxic energy around you. Consider this. When a toxic individual tries to provoke you, imagine them throwing a small pebble at a massive, serene lake. The pebble causes ripples, but the lake remains vast and tranquil. Your inner peace is that lake. The ripples are temporary. They don't disturb the lake's overall serenity. This perspective helps you remain calm and composed, no matter what. Let's dive deeper into the concept of introspection. Reflecting on our attitudes and reactions allows us to see patterns and trends in our behavior. Over time, you might notice that certain people or situations consistently trigger negative reactions in you. This awareness is the first step towards change. It empowers you to take control of your responses rather than being controlled by external factors. For instance, if you realize that a particular colleague's comments always get under your skin, you can prepare yourself mentally before interacting with them. You can set an intention to remain calm and composed, no matter what they say. This preemptive approach helps you stay grounded and prevents their negativity from affecting you. Developing the skill to deal with toxic behavior is like training for a marathon. It requires consistent effort and practice. But with time, you build resilience and inner peace. You become better equipped to handle negative interactions without letting them derail your emotional balance. Imagine having an inner sanctuary, a place of peace and calm that no one can penetrate. This sanctuary is built through self-awareness, introspection, and conscious effort. It's a place where you can retreat to no matter what's happening around you. You acknowledge the existence of negativity, but it doesn't touch you. It doesn't define you. When you encounter toxic behavior, remind yourself of this inner sanctuary. Take a deep breath, center yourself, and respond from a place of calm and strength. This approach not only protects your peace, but also disarms the toxic individual. They might expect a reaction, but when you respond with calmness and grace, it throws them off balance. Think about it. How many times have you let someone's negative comment ruin your entire day? What if instead you could acknowledge the comment, understand why it bothered you, and then let it go? This power lies within you. It's a choice you can make every day. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote encapsulates the essence of managing our reactions. We can't control other people's behavior, but we can control how we respond. This realization is liberating. It shifts the focus from external factors to our internal power. Next time you face a toxic interaction, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, why is this bothering me? What can I learn from this? How can I respond in a way that protects my peace? This process of reflection and conscious response helps you maintain emotional stability, no matter what. In conclusion, managing our reactions to toxic individuals starts with self-awareness. By understanding our triggers and reactions, we can take proactive steps to protect our peace. Introspection helps us recognize patterns and address underlying issues. Developing this skill to deal with toxic behavior requires consistent effort, but the reward is immense. You build an inner fortress, a sanctuary of peace that no one can penetrate. And in this sanctuary, you find the strength and calm to navigate any interaction with grace and resilience. Setting boundaries is crucial when dealing with toxic individuals. Think of it like managing the entrance to your living space. You wouldn't let just anyone walk into your home and disrupt your peace. The same principle applies to your emotional and mental space. We must be selective about who we allow into our personal lives and how much access they have to our thoughts and feelings. This doesn't mean shutting people out completely, but rather being discerning about the energy we let in. Imagine your energy as a precious resource, much like water in a desert. Every drop is valuable, and wasting it on negativity depletes your reserves. When we encounter toxic individuals, it's essential to recognize that our energy is finite. Guard it zealously. This means knowing when to engage and when to step back. It's not about being rude or confrontational, but about protecting your well-being. When setting boundaries, it's helpful to calmly and assertively communicate them. Think of it as calmly declaring the borders of your personal space. You might say, "I understand your point of view, but I need to maintain my peace, so I will not engage in this discussion further." This kind of statement is powerful. It acknowledges the other person's perspective while prioritizing your mental and emotional health. By doing so, you assert control over your life and make it clear that your peace is non-negotiable. Maintaining personal space protection is an ongoing process. It's not a one-time declaration, but a continuous practice. It requires vigilance and a commitment to yourself. Picture your personal space as a well-tended garden. It needs constant care and attention to keep it flourishing. You wouldn't let weeds overrun your garden, and similarly, you shouldn't let negativity overrun your mind and heart. Energy intelligence involves understanding how to use your energy wisely. When you encounter toxic behavior, it's crucial to choose your reactions carefully. Think of your energy as a protective barrier. You decide what penetrates this barrier and what bounces off. By being mindful of your responses, you can safeguard your peace effectively. This requires a certain level of detachment. You observe the chaos from a distance without allowing it to pull you in. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose your reactions, and this choice can preserve your inner tranquility. Wise choices in interactions mean using your wisdom to navigate these challenging situations. It's about being strategic with your responses. Sometimes, silence is more powerful than words. Other times, a simple, calm statement can diffuse a potentially explosive situation. By being thoughtful in your reactions, you conserve your energy and maintain your peace. Practicing mindfulness helps in detaching from the emotional chaos that toxic individuals can create. It's about observing the situation without getting entangled in it. Picture yourself as an eagle soaring high above, watching the landscape below. You see everything clearly, but you're not part of the turmoil. This higher perspective allows you to respond from a place of calm and clarity. Reflective practice is key in recognizing how well you manage your energy in the face of challenges. After an interaction with a toxic person, take a moment to reflect. How did you respond? Were you able to maintain your peace? What can you learn from this experience? This reflection helps you improve over time. It's like fine-tuning a musical instrument. With each interaction, you get better at maintaining your harmony. Forgiveness is a powerful tool in dealing with toxic individuals. It requires courage and strength. By choosing to forgive, you release the hold that negativity has on you. Forgiveness is not about condoning the behavior or forgetting what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones. Each stone represents a grudge or a hurt. By forgiving, you remove these stones one by one, lightening your load and freeing yourself to move forward with ease. Navigating relationships with this mindset transforms your interactions. Your memory acts as a navigation system, helping you avoid repeated mistakes. You remember the lessons learned from past encounters, guiding you in future interactions. This doesn't mean dwelling on the past, but using it as a guide to make better choices. From a Stoic perspective, forgiveness is a conscious choice that brings peace. It's about understanding that holding on to anger or resentment only harms you. By choosing to forgive, you reclaim your power and protect your peace. It's a decision that requires practice and commitment, but brings immense rewards. Reflection and growth are integral to this journey. Each encounter with a toxic individual offers an opportunity to learn and grow. Reflect on what you can take away from each experience. How can it make you stronger and wiser? This continuous growth transforms you into a resilient and peaceful individual, capable of navigating any interaction with grace. Emotional stability is achieved by standing firm like a mountain in a storm. No matter how chaotic the external world gets, you remain grounded and composed. This stability comes from within. It's a choice you make every day, in every interaction. By practicing mindfulness, you learn to observe negative moments as temporary. They pass like clouds in the sky, without affecting the essence of who you are. As the architect of your peace, you have the power to build and maintain your inner tranquility. This requires consistent effort and practice. It's about creating habits and routines that support your well-being. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature, find what works for you and make it a regular part of your life. Maintaining focus on your goals is essential amidst these challenges. Your vision and purpose act as a guiding star, helping you stay on track. Build resilience by focusing on improving your skills and strengths. Picture yourself as a raincoat in a downpour. The negativity may fall upon you, but it doesn't penetrate or affect your spirit. By living purposefully, you remain anchored in what truly matters, ensuring that external chaos doesn't derail your progress. In the end, it's about reflecting on the true value and meaning of your goals. What drives you? What brings you joy and fulfillment? By staying connected to these core values, you navigate interactions with toxic individuals from a place of strength and clarity. This focus helps you maintain your peace and resilience, no matter what external challenges come your way. Forgiveness is a cornerstone in dealing with toxic individuals. It takes real courage to forgive, but it's a choice that can transform your life. By forgiving, you release yourself from the emotional chains of bitterness and resentment. This act of grace is not about forgetting or excusing harmful behavior, but about freeing your spirit. Imagine it's like unclenching a fist that's been tightly gripped for far too long. The relief and peace that follow are liberating. In navigating relationships, memory plays a pivotal role. Think of it as a sophisticated navigation system guiding you through the complexities of human interactions. Your experiences with toxic individuals become valuable lessons. They help you identify red flags and avoid falling into the same traps. It's about learning, adapting, and evolving. From a Stoic perspective, forgiveness is a deliberate act of will. It's about recognizing that holding on to anger only perpetuates your suffering. By choosing to forgive, you reclaim your power. This decision requires strength and a profound sense of self-awareness, but leads to a state of inner peace that is unshakable. Reflection and growth go hand in hand on this journey. Each interaction, no matter how negative, offers a chance for introspection and improvement. Reflect on your reactions, your feelings, and the outcomes. What could you have done differently? What did you learn? This continuous cycle of reflection and growth fortifies you, making you more resilient and wise with each experience. Emotional stability is akin to being a mountain amidst a storm. No matter how fierce the winds of negativity blow, you remain grounded and composed. This inner stability is cultivated through mindful practices. By observing negative moments as temporary, you understand that they do not define you. They pass, like clouds drifting through the sky, leaving your core self untouched. As the architect of your peace, you have the power to build a sanctuary within. This requires daily effort and mindful habits. Whether it's through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or spending time in nature, find what nourishes your soul and make it a regular practice. Your inner peace becomes a fortress, impervious to external chaos. Maintaining focus on your goals is crucial. Picture your vision and purpose as a guiding star that keeps you on course, no matter the distractions or challenges. Resilience is built by honing your skills and focusing on your strengths. Think of yourself as a raincoat in a downpour. The negativity may drench the surface, but it doesn't seep into your core. Purposeful living is about staying connected to your true values and goals. Reflect often on what brings you joy and fulfillment. This connection acts as an anchor, ensuring that external turbulence doesn't sway you from your path. It's about living intentionally, making choices that align with your deepest desires and aspirations. When faced with toxic individuals, your goal is to remain steadfast. Picture yourself as a lighthouse standing tall against crashing waves. The light you emit is your inner strength and peace, guiding you and others through the storm. Focus on what truly matters, your goals, your growth, and your peace. Let these be the pillars that support you. It's essential to remember that dealing with toxic individuals is not about changing them, but about managing your reactions and maintaining your peace. You can't control their actions, but you can control your response. This empowerment comes from within, from understanding that your peace is your responsibility. In conclusion, handling interactions with toxic individuals through the lens of Stoic philosophy involves a multifaceted approach. It's about building self-awareness, setting clear boundaries, and managing your energy wisely. It requires the courage to forgive, the strength to maintain emotional stability, and the unwavering focus on your goals. By embodying these principles, you transform your interactions and cultivate a life of peace and resilience. Thank you for watching. If you found this content valuable, please subscribe and like this video. Stay tuned for more insights and guidance on living a purposeful and peaceful life.